Last we left off, you all left the royal palace. Sammy and Riker visiting Mortimer while the rest of you went to gather pastries from the Golden Crumb. Mortimer was acting strange, listening to classical music in the lab and also doing a deep clean, claiming that the fungal plague gave him a new perspective. He also told Riker to come back in a couple days because he was working on something and needed Riker to test it out. After you left Mortimer's, you all ventured down towards the docks, where Quintus was being held on a raised platform, and what I now know to describe not as the stocks, but instead the pillory. There is a difference in the way that they are held. The stocks are by the feet, and the pillory is by the head and hands. So now I know. Good little. I learned something last session too, which we'll touch on here in just a moment. A word. You went down to the docks where Quintus was being held in a raised platform and a pillory for all to see, and some to claim their vengeance with a ticket. Turn in a ticket, stab the villain. You all happened upon a small crowd of people, most notable of which was a middle-aged man who hadn't left that position in days, reeking of piss and shit, claiming that they wanted to be the last one to stab him because they wanted to watch the life drain from his eyes. And they wanted to see that of the person who took everything from them. Sammy used his newly acquired brooch to harvest the memory of the anguish of this man, but also nudged him in the direction of using those tickets. The situation got messy when, after the man used his tickets to stab Quintus, he turned his blade instead on the cleric who was healing the fresh wounds to continue the punishment. What felt like a blink of an eye, a sleep canister was thrown, Jack halted the suffering man, and our assistant Sammy put the final wounds into Quintus to make sure he stays dead this time. Just as quick as it was all over, so too was the expeditious retreat from the scene of the crime. Reconvening at the Laughing Lass, you paid a hefty debt to Mama Lysandre, who also extracted her interest in the form of a non-monetary repayment. We resumed tonight's session having just left the Brightwind estate. Lawyers prodding Arston and Raykrana about the events that unfolded in the Anauroch Desert, preparing for their day in court that will soon be upon them. The door closing behind you and the streets laid out at your feet. We are beyond noon, probably in the middle of the afternoon. What do you do with the remainder of your day, knowing that there is still tomorrow before you're set to meet? Is there anything planned? Or is it...
Any other near legal trouble you guys feel like getting into today?
Not particularly.
Oh, good. I had my fill with the Queen. Now I feel stuffed with adventure for the day. But if you guys have anything else,
I mean, in theory, I'm not doing anything that'll get me in trouble. But I guess you never know for sure.
But you have something in mind.
There was that one time. The city is a dangerous place, so anything could really happen.
Oh no, I was just thinking about going back and tinkering with stuff, but you never know.
That's the normal kind of trouble. I meant trouble with the crown and the authorities and generally being almost arrested kind of trouble.
Yeah, I'd actually like to avoid that, so maybe we just lay low for the rest of the day?
All right, any objections to laying low? Oh. Okie dokie. As you close your eyes, T-pose, think cloud thoughts. Do
Are
you
we still
go?
in
Do you
Suzail,
go all the
or
way
do we
back?
have to go home? Yeah.
You guys are still. You had just left the Brightwind estate. You are still in Suzail. I thought, for whatever reason, that you guys had made it to sleep, but apparently I was wrong when I rewatched the video this morning.
Well, it was kind of unclear, I thought, because we went back to Marsember, like,
The day prior.
just kind of hung around and got drunk, and then we came back to Suzail, and then just ended at the end of the Brightwood visit.
Right. So we still have cloud form for like another hour or so, is I think what John had told us.
Yeah.
So we could go back to Mars Ember for the night.
Because it's 8 hours, right? 8 hours is how long it
Yeah,
lasts.
Yeah, I can ping it if you want to double check.
No,
it.
I think it's just
Yeah, it
I
is
think it's 8
8 hours.
hours.
Yeah, it's 8 hours.
You're on the
Alright.
tail end of that. You would have just enough time to make it back if you wished, or you
That's our
can
plan,
stay in
is we-
Suzail.
We would go back to Mars Ember, and then we'd teleport in tomorrow to be more visible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Heading back to your homes or your singular home in Mars Ember, you guys can gain the benefit of a long rest if you don't intend to do anything else. However, one of you have a dream. A short one, almost like sleep paralysis. Your eyes open and you're greeted with the dark room around you, the moonlight cascading onto the wooden floors, the armoire in the corner creating this shadow, and what you can swear peeking out from the side of the shadow, extending abnormally. It's not the straight line that a shadow would normally make. This long feather. And as you lay there, you realize you don't have the ability to move your body in this moment. Your mind is your own, at least you think so. Your thoughts, your own. You can sense the room around you, but any attempts to move your body are met with extreme resistance. Like, the Raven Queen steps into view. Looking at you from your bed. Already you've gotten to work. My, you are more interesting than I could have ever imagined. And with feathers kind of billowing out behind her, she is now on her knees at the side of her bed, her long nails gripping at the covers, your head just laying there looking up at her pale white mask. You tugged at something from that man, something deeper than surface. You opened his wound. You fed me the marrow straight from the bone. Oh, for that, I will give you something. Something small. Just a treat of your own to enjoy in your own time. She waves her hands over the entire surface of your body, hovering, not touching. My children will know your scent. Do not embarrass me in front of them. But should you have their need, call upon them, they will find one item that you seek. Name it. My children are everywhere, and they will find it for you. Now close your eyes. And this time, her long nails drape across your forehead, touching your eyelids, closing them.
Were her hands cold?
As ice. And you wake. As soon as her eye or her hand washes over your face, closing your eyes, it was like a blink. Mechanically, should you find need for something, to retrieve something, obviously within reason, merely ask a raven and it will find it, like they often find trinkets and potentially bring them back to their owners. But the morning is yours. Do you do anything, Mr. Toro, before you head down to the rest of the group?
I'll probably look behind the, what'd you describe it as? The armoire?
Yeah.
I'll look behind the armoire.
Looking behind it, there's maybe a 2-inch gap between it and the wall. Noticing the direction from the line of sight from the window, even in the daytime, it creates a relatively deep shadow in that area.
I'll just pause for a moment and look around the room.
Give me a perception check. With a 16, you can be 1000% certain that when you came into this room, it was not there. But now, over on the left-hand side of the room, as you're facing the back wall with the window, you see a little end table. And kind of just barely hanging out from underneath of the bottom shelf, you can see a singular black raven feather.
Okay. The table was never there before?
No, the feather.
Oh. Okay, got it. Interesting. All right.
She's just moving furniture. She's moving in.
Ah, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, she's already in my head. Why not in the room too? Sure. I'll probably go to the feather and pick it up and.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary with the feather. It just appears to be a feather.
You know, a little raven feather. I'll probably tuck it into my bracer.
Very nice.
I will join them downstairs.
The rest of you, do you have any morning rituals or any tasks that you would like to play out before teleporting back to Suzail? And fast forwarding to what I imagine is going to be the heading to the Redeemers Guild.
Question for you, John.
Yes.
Could I make another one of my sleep bombs? Because I used one the other day.
You did, yeah. I think we just said that it would take the gold for the cost of, like, equivalent to whatever the scroll was. Wasn't it like 50 gold? Is that what it, or what is it for level ones? Because it's a level 2 sleep spell.
Oh, level 2, that's right.
So whatever it costs to make the level 2 scroll. Subtract that gold, and I'll say that is sufficient. But yes, you can do that.
Awesome.
Um,
Why don't we discuss our plans for the Redeemers Guild before we show up and gonna do the talking and what we're gonna say and be on the same page. And
I agree.
So
Somehow got the Queen's permission to help them raid her vault. By the way, still can't believe that happened that way. I was fully ready to go back to prison. But
That was I,
now that we're
but I
here-
wasn't going to.
No, that was very, very well done, Rin. It's not easy.
I mean, all of you, I think everyone had something to say there. It's never just me, it's all of us. Just like it's gonna be tonight.
I think there's a reason why we stick together, even after everything's been said and done.
So we're most concerned about them getting the orb, correct?
Right.
I'm also piecing this together as more of the outsider to having still come in later here, trying to figure all this out. Let's be honest, there's a strong chance that's what they're going to want.
If they know about it.
If they know about it, which we're not going to tell them.
It is a non-insignificant chance.
is there any guarantee that they're going to actually want us to join in on this?
No.
But we have
That-
to.
They don't get their plans back unless they invite us.
Okay, that's our leverage. But we also have to show them that we're sympathetic to the cause. We can't
Well, I
tell
think
them
we
about
are.
what happened to the Queen. We can't tell them that
Of course not.
anyone knows. We have to tell, more than just, hey, we don't disagree with everything you do, but we disagree on some things. No, we have to convince them that we're fully on their side.
Oh, we have to throw butter at them. I mean, butter them up.
I
Yeah,
want to throw
butter them
at the butter. I'm going to use that one.
I mean, I figured we already did a little bit of buttering when we spared their lives and agreed to this meet. Hoping that ingratiates us a little.
Well, it really all depends on whether or not we give them the map back.
The map and the. Didn't they
And the
request
diamonds.
And the
Yeah.
diamonds.
They did.
If we manage,
Which we have.
yes. So if we do that, and then on the heist manage,
No. Wait, John, above game. We had discussed that these people that we're meeting wanted the map, but the diamonds were for the assassins only that Sammy was going to meet.
So
Well, we're meeting.
the assassins
ahead.
are part of the Redeemers Guild,
Yes.
and the
Yeah,
um,
but the diamonds were only mentioned to Sammy.
that is correct.
So, I mean, Sammy might have told us, and that's fine. It's just like it wasn't part of the necessarily the deal to get us to join the Redeemers Guild. It
Yeah.
was just like Sammy being indoctrinated or something into the assassins part of it.
because Sammy was actually the only one that was told about the invite. It was when he cornered them and he said, join us in our cause. If you want to meet us back here in 1 week's time and bring the diamonds. So you had reconvened with Kelly at a different time. She never set up this meeting.
Okay,
and
there you
realistically,
go.
not sure if she's going to be there, but the only point of contact for this meeting specifically in 1 week's time, which is tomorrow or today in game, was said through Sammy. So any information you have was relayed through him.
Right, so then we're going back into the sewers to meet them.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes.
I'm bringing Ardu.
As you should.
of course.
Are you bringing him as a horse or are you bringing him as Ardu?
Bringing him as an Ardu once we're in the sewer.
Okay, and then ideally we help them get what, because our whole goal is figure out what they actually want, which can lead to what their ultimate plans are. So that's why we have to butter them up and
Well,
help them as much as possible without letting the really dangerous stuff fall into their hands.
So, is this the one where, like, Riker and I, who are not good at talking to people per se, distract them, while you, who talk to people super good, get, like, one alone and butter them up to get my drift, Ren?
I think finding out what they actually want in the vault is how we get the information we need.
I hear what you're saying, but it's probably... I don't think they're going to let us pull one aside. It's probably going to be stuck as some kind of a round table.
And I don't know if we're going to actually be able to know what they're actually looking for.
I mean, they're probably gonna lie to us, even if they did tell us anything. They don't trust us. They don't know us.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have to earn their trust. That's the point of this. So, here's my question. Worst case scenario, the thing they're after is the orb.
Gotta stop them.
You have to put them down.
Realistically, we'd have to end it before we even got to the vault.
I know Jack is saying orb because he wasn't there to know. But for everyone else that hasn't,
yeah,
this was described as a small obsidian obelisk chunk.
Okay.
A shard.
What if
shard.
we have to put them down?
I don't mean kill them. I mean put down the rebellion. Like, go ahead, Arsis.
At this point, if it was between their lives and them getting their hands on the shard, I think that we would have to stop them any means necessary.
But stop them when, though?
As soon as we uncover whatever their real plans are.
In the middle of one of their hideouts?
I mean, we did pretty well last time.
I feel like there might be more of them, though, this time.
Right. And do we want to use any of this time that we're going to spend with them, getting to know them, to try to talk some of them out of being, traitors to the crown and Suzail?
No, because I think if we try to talk them out of it, that gives up the entire game. I don't think we do anything inside their hideout. I think we have to play it out a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah.
But it's a fine line. And as soon as...
Because, Jack, you don't understand. This shard in the wrong hands would decimate not only the city, but many, many miles around it. Not just the Redeemers people, but everybody would be affected negatively if they got their hands on the shard and misuse.
We know that at least some of the people in this group want to help people out. We
want to help people out too.
We don't necessarily want to put down everybody in this organization.
I just need to make sure that we're on the same page if it does get to that.
I don't think it's a secret that I don't think anybody should be holding this obelisk, this orb.
Rin squeezes his shoulder at that.
But at least the queen has some sort of understanding of the potential of this thing. I don't even know if they know what it...
We don't, which is why we have to find out.
So if anybody makes a move for that room, that's when it needs to end.
Whether we need to convince them not to go in there, or if we take more drastic actions.
didn't the queen say it kind of needed to happen before that? There's a whole room prior. I don't have my docs open.
Right, they'll have the guardians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above game, I don't remember. Did the queen say that they could take off with some gold?
Yeah, she gave permission for them to take the gold that they required.
Okay. We just need to guide them into that and convince them, yes, look, these are the resources that you need to further your cause. Your cause being helping people. So
that's the part that I can't rectify in my head. There's no food, which means gold is useless to get resources like that. So if they're hitting this
learn the hard way.
Well, no, you're not listening. If they're working this hard to hit the vault and they know that the gold is useless, they're going for something else.
But do they know that the gold is useless? Some people are deluded. They think that the money will solve everything.
We'll see. That's just
they don't understand, and that's part of the reason why the low rungs, they don't understand how economics and distribution. I barely understand.
Which is why the higher ups who know better will tell them not to target the gold. They'll tell them exactly what to target.
At the end of the day, I think at the very least this puts us in the direction of knowing who's running this, how it's being ran, and that's what we need to do. That's the angle that we need. We need to figure out what's going on with this, who's running this circus, and then we can decide what to tell the queen.
We start as sponges, and that's all.
Do we have any way to communicate that won't be noticed?
I mean, between us, a few of us have message. With the queen, I mean, we just have that sending stone, so we'd have to get away.
Yeah.
We gave her the sending stone, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that invisibility magic that can make things go. I had to sneak away. Got a couple pieces of magic that would work. Share it with Sammy's ring. Needed.
I mean, before all this goes down, I can hit us with Windwalk and have that as an option.
But if we're having to spend time ingratiating ourselves, this could take weeks.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. We have to see how the heist goes first. Might be weeks, it might be one night, we'll see.
We may just need to take this one step at a time and see where it gets us.
Okay, I just wanted to just talk out some of the broad points, but yeah, Riker, I think you're right. At this point, we have to just do it.
Again, we just need to figure out what their actual plan is and who's running it, correct?
Get that information.
Yeah,
Good start.
If we can get that, yeah, that'd be good to know.
Let's not lose sight of that goal.
And if we worry things are going to turn the wrong way for us, we do one of these.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. I was looking
Yeah,
down.
just a signal. She taps her nose.
Got it. Okay.
And that means, Miss Wren?
That means we start fighting.
I hope nobody's
And we
got
get
an itchy
ourselves
nose
out of
that
there.
day.
I think that this is pretty different from this.
Alrighty,
Okay,
folks.
then.
We've come to the decision that it's time to head to
Let's do it!
the Scatterhawk warehouse.
Here we go!
Okay.
Let's go wreck shit.
Your intentions to get back to Suzail you're going to attempt to use the teleportation through the royal means or continue with your wind walking. I think I heard Arsa say something about teleporting instead.
Because we wanted to be noticed, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough. As you trek the familiar path to make your way to the teleportation room, the war wizard quickly checks your credentials and sends you on your way to Suzail. Arriving and exiting the dungeon area of the royal palace and out into the courtyard. You travel through the royal gardens and out through the nobles' quarters and all the way down to the familiar dock region where Scatterhawk's warehouse is located, which is number 60 on the map. Down here.
Ah, there it is.
Upon approaching, one thing that you notice is there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of people. The warehouse doors that were closed when you arrived the night of the feast are now wide open. Several guards are stationed nearby, watching as other men and women in uniforms are... What?
Sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I thought I had my rights.
Oh, God. He's...
Oh, no.
His bandwidth is tanking again. His microphone... His video went away. He's pixels. You can see men and women in uniform carrying crates out of the warehouse and loading them into the back of wagons. How do you approach, given this scene?
Do they... Oh, go ahead.
Based on our knowledge from that night, I know we kind of went in and out the same place. There was a cave in the bottom, right?
There kind of was, yeah, because you remember towards the tail end when you met Kelly and some of her other subordinates that they were loading in boxes from little boats. So there does appear to be another entrance where they're smuggling in goods into this area.
Why don't we head that way instead of trying to go this way?
Do we know where the end of that cave is, though?
I mean, based on how we went down, I estimate it might be over here.
You can give me a survival check. If you have any bonuses or anything to that, you can add, like if any of your features, which probably won't help so much in the city, but...
Yeah, but I have, let's see. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you. In addition, you can find food and fresh water. It's the Wanderer background.
Yep, the settlements portion, I would give that for sure. Go ahead. You said you get advantage with that?
I just know, yeah. And you suppress, explore,
Oh, it says you just know?
Yeah,
it just says I have an extra memory for stuff. I mean, you can give me advantage if you want to interpret that way. Okay, choose one of the skill proficiency. Proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability checks you make using the chosen skill.
Okay.
So it's like expertise instead of advantage.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
This is a different thing. This is my Deft Explorer.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
A lot of features about finding your way. point.
I'm a ranger.
Okay. You know what? For
Unfortunately, it's perception though, not survival. That the skill I chose for that one. So
interesting. Okay. I'll tell you what. For simplicity's sake, with all those feats and to reward you taking into that, we will go ahead and say that you kind of close your eyes and envision the path that you went down and moving your body in a way to orient yourself as the path went. You can kind of get a general gist as to the direction that you need to head in order to find the entrance to enter by sea into their hideout.
so I'll leave them there.
Okay. As you peer over the edge of the docks, kind of looking down, you can see a sewer grate. And even from above, you can see that all of the bolts that were holding it in have been released except for one. It just, to an outside appearance, it just seems like it's unkept and barely hanging on. But to you, you would know that this is probably intentional, that they took this off as a mean of easy access to get into their lair.
How crowded is this area?
There are, we'll just say that you see these stairs right here, just northwest from 60. We'll say that that's the general direction you are, general location. So there's a lot of people working on the boats, carrying things to and from warehouses and carts, and then also across the way, more people working. So I would say that there's at least 50 to 100 eyeballs that could look over in your general direction at any given point in time.
Well, if we want to get in there, I can create a distraction.
But how are you going to get in there?
No, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Ardu can create a distraction because everyone's going to stop and look at a dragon flying overhead.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
I think that could work.
And then once he does that, he land and turn into a big lizard or something, and we can to the edge or down.
Yeah,
Or he could also wait till nightfall.
either or works.
I suppose we could also wait till nightfall.
Do we have a time frame that we have to meet them?
No, Sammy, you talk to him.
I don't remember.
Seventh bell.
Seventh bell, thank you.
So I imagine all this would be
Actually,
going
I
near
think that was Herc's father's meeting was the seventh bell. We'll just say it's the same.
So this would be close to that. We're looking at probably a good hour and a half before then, because there's no reason we would show up super early.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Ardu seems as good of an idea as anything.
The only other option would be smoke, clouds, wispy.
I mean, we were talking about being wispy anyway. Oh no, we're talking about being wispy
It's
when the
just,
actual heist happens.
yeah, it's one of those things where once they know we can do it, we lose the element of surprise. So kind of keep it in our back pocket.
A good point. And a good excuse not to use it all the time.
John's face.
I honestly don't mind. It hasn't broken anything yet. We'll reassess when you guys do something that I'm just like, you motherfuckers.
Which is why I'm trying not to fucking spam it like
But take away our toy.
moves. Like,
In this particular moment, it's going to be hard to use it as like a quick
Oh,
retreat
yeah.
because it takes a whole minute of focusing
Yeah.
to do it.
It's a
So
whole minute, and we're not invisible. We're clouds. So if a bunch of clouds are
I
suddenly
wanna be a
going
cloud.
into a building,
what are you doing?
suddenly like just into a building, that's super sketch. And people
Just
know
fog,
magic
that's it.
exists and go, fog doesn't do that. There's some crazy magic shit happening. So it's actually still not the most low-key thing ever.
Yeah.
Well, clearly they're not fog experts, so
Yeah. Somebody's got to be a weather boy.
So yeah,
Climatologist, like,
I'm sure Ardu would be okay with being a bit of a distraction for a moment. We just have to find a way to get him down there afterwards.
I mean, can't you dismiss him?
You're
Then
right.
re-summon him?
He looks at you
I can't dismiss him, actually. We discussed this early on.
Oh.
There's
with
no way he'd have to die. I can resummon him. I might be able to do that, but I can never dismiss him.
Did we have that discussion?
Early on, this is why he had to have a disguise, because I can't dismiss him.
Oh, maybe that's what. Yeah, I do. Okay,
Fair
I
enough.
think I do. I do remember this.
But
Okay.
I can resummon him once a day for free, and then I can resummon him if he goes to 0 HP, and I need to use the spell slot to do that.
All right, I need to change screen. I keep looking at this memes, and I've got that little root peepee that's staring me in the face, and it's
Yeah,
bothering
good.
me.
I keep having the same one too. You posted it.
He's a sus pee.
The Drake remains until it is reduced to 0 HP, or until you use this feature to summon the Drake again, or until you die. So I can summon him again. Yeah, I'll do that. That makes sense. Thank you. I forget that I can do that, since he's always there.
Okay.
Right. So Ardu,
Is Ardu native to our plane of existence?
Who is that question to?
I guess that's a question to both you and Arsus.
I wouldn't know. He looks like the dragons that I've seen. You know, he looks just like the standard dragons we've run across. But he's a little special because he's kind of tied to me and summon him.
Are you doing any sort of mechanical check, or are you just wanting the information? Because if it's the latter, the answer is you don't know. But if you're trying to make a mechanical check for...
Because I pull out the iron flask. And I'm trying to see if there's like a range on how that works.
You're not putting Ardu in that.
I can release him just as soon as we get him, but
I could just summon him back. It's fine.
doesn't have a range on how that works. That's the only thing.
That was touch.
I'm pretty sure it's touch too.
Oh, target a creature I can see within 60 feet. There it is,
Oh.
right at the very top.
Well, there we go.
Right there, at the very top.
Yeah, right at the very top. I'm going right past it the entire time.
All right. No, we're not flasking Ardu. But are we aiming towards distraction now?
Yes. So
Yeah.
I want Ardu to go make a lot of noise like a dragon and fly and kind of do some loop-de-loops out in between the bay. And then just do that for a minute or two, and then I'll summon him back when we get safe.
Okay.
I think he's lightning right now, so he can shoot some lightning in the air. Don't hate anybody, of course, but
Okay. Dragon, red dragon, loop the loops, lightning.
dragon.
Blue dragon. Blue dragon, loop the loops, lightning. Okay. I rolled a mass perception or mass perception check. Go ahead and give me a stealth check for sneaking into, and with Ardu creating the distraction, I will allow you to do it with advantage or straight roll if you had disadvantage. Those fucking dice.
I roll like shit.
These
Fuck.
dice are scary.
Good roll.
Jack rolls better than me? That's stupid.
You were too
That and
concerned
Rucker.
with worrying about your dragon. Like, oh god, I gotta resummon him. This is, what if he gets hurt out here?
If anybody shoots at him, it's gonna be fucking hell.
Yeah. As you're making your way down the stairs and keeping in mind that you guys are going to get pretty wet going into this, given that you'll be swimming for a brief moment, you splash into the water and swim into the sewer grates. You can hear the commotion going on outside, a mix of both shocking gasps, a couple people with terror, and then a lot of the dock workers that are close by coming in from the ship. You can hear shouting and hooting and hollering in like an amazement of witnessing such a sight. But with the general perception of everyone being a 2, they do not see you sneak in. Yeah, I rolled it behind the screen. Yeah, you guys are able to make it in, and I'll roll another one. A natural 1, something's gonna happen. Okay, you're fine. Once you get inside, you are able to re-summon Ardu. I imagine him knowing that was going to be the plan. After he does his acrobatics in the sky and shoots a little bit of lightning, he then goes into a deep dive and just splashes into the water, and then allows you guys to reconvene inside of the cavern. Continuing to swim, I need
climbing on the top of the sewer.
Okay.
Will not be swimming.
So
Sammy's afraid to get wet.
Sammy doesn't like leaving evidence. Also, water is scary and can be full of traps.
How is flowing water?
I was
leaving
going
evidence?
to ask the same thing. I was
People
going to say.
literally run through creeks and rivers to get rid of their scent, to get rid of evidence that they're going somewhere.
Yeah.
If
Sammy doesn't
anything,
wanna-
if
doesn't
anything,
wanna get
footsteps
wet,
on
we
the
know.
ceiling is more evidence.
I'm like, oh fuck, of course it was Sammy.
Yeah, there you
And he
go.
realizes his excuse was
I mean,
bullshit.
guys,
Just
Sammy is
doesn't wanna
basically a
get wet.
cat. He doesn't like getting wet.
True. What a
Ouch.
pussy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what's in the
Jack
water. I don't want to be in the water. There you go.
Also
How about that?
walking and not swimming, but the
There's a lot-
exact opposite, where his armor's so heavy he's basically swimming on the bottom. Just like trying to keep afloat.
No, Jack's extra wet. Jack is wet for both him and Sammy.
There you go.
For
Perfect.
Jack.
Team player there.
I'm fine.
And while we're walking through the sewer, I'll probably keep an eye out and just look for traps.
Okay, I was thinking about doing something, but there's nothing for it mechanically, so I won't do it. Give me a perception check looking for traps. $21. It's really hard for those of you that are swimming to see these. And Sammy, not having your movement speed limited if you don't have a swim speed, allows you to get a little bit further in ahead to kind of scout out the area. And you do see, with a 21, kind of floating, scattered throughout the relatively wide corridor, what appear to be tethered mines. For an unsuspecting person or small craft to happen upon. And I will say, with your perception check,
yeah.
you're able to notify your companions and they're able to easily avoid them.
Yeah, I have swim speed, but I'd be helping Rin so she doesn't get full.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay.
Boys are on their own.
They can hold each other's hand.
We're both skipping on the water together, hand in hand.
Those water walking boots.
Yep.
It is a little bit taxing swimming in this fashion. There is a small current as the water is meant to flow out into the sea. Okay, I will do it. Anybody that's swimming, give me a Constitution saving throw as you're swimming upstream. We're just gonna do a 10.
Sorry. The first time I get to say this, if you're within 10 feet of me, you get to add +4.
Oh,
Nice.
There we go.
Just +4 or
I'm
plus
within
D4?
10 feet of Jack.
No,
+4.
+4. It's
Just
plus
+4.
my charisma modifier, which is
Very
+4.
cool. All
An
right.
aura. It's Paladin aura.
Yeah, Paladin aura. I finally have it.
So, Rin, while you are strong, probably the
Is that an 11 though?
no, I know,
+4.
probably the smallest of the group. You see, as you're getting tired, just kind of the courage that Jack is emanating gives you the strength to carry on through
I also
the
said I
pain
was
of
helping her.
and plus ours is helping.
So my presence helps a lot. Just
Yes.
because
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, Jack's aura farm.
I'm farming. Oh no, I'm farming.
Oh my
That's
god.
funny.
Sammy's getting mogged right now by Jack. Anyways, you guys continue to swim, and eventually you start to see some pipes, familiar bronze pipes from when you were traveling down here before, and eventually you reach shore. Climbing up onto the rocks and the flat surface, you are able to see a couple people off in the distance. It's still dark back here, so they are unaware of your presence with your stealth rolls and the noise of the general current rushing past. Yes, Arsis.
Oh, I was gonna say, guys, I can see some people up ahead. How do you want to approach?
Confidently, I guess. We have an appointment with them.
Yep.
Okay. If you remember, on the southern side of the map, the which we're gonna theater of mind this because I don't have the tokens and anything moved up. It's not that critical. I don't anticipate any combat going on, but you never know, I suppose. Where the dock was, there was also a small fire where some of the people were hanging out, eating and drinking, and you can hear that same general banter happening from a little alcove of fire emanating from the area, providing you the darkness from beyond the wall. You are all confidently approaching?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rin would have prestidigitated everyone so we didn't show up wet.
Looking soggy as
Or
hell.
at least so that just the, ankles of her pants are wet.
All right. as you stroll up to the campfire, seeing a group of about 7 or so men or women hanging out around there, kind of poking at the coals and drinking beer. They turn to you, wide-eyed. Hey, how'd you get past the guards?
I didn't see any guards.
Where'd you come from? Who are you? What are you doing down here?
We have an appointment.
Oh, it's this lot. All right, make yourself comfortable. It's gonna be a little bit. They're not ready for you yet. Oh, I am aware of what you're here for. Do you have the goods? I'll take both the map and the diamonds.
Who are you?
Part of the Redeemers Guild.
You expect us to walk in and hand it over to the first person we talk to?
Is this? Do we recognize this individual from anything at this point?
You don't.
He does know what we're here to deliver, but I am still suspicious.
Absolutely. I will.
Look, how about we hand over 1 diamond, and when we start the meeting, we can do the rest. Show of good faith.
This part, Ardu comes out sopping wet, just stands behind me.
Just the map then. No diamonds required. You can hold on to the diamonds for now as a show of good faith. Just give us the map.
We'll give the map to somebody we know. Somebody that we've actually talked to in the past instead of the doorman.
They kind of let out a little bit of a chuckle. Fair enough, fair enough. Here, how about this? How about I take you to them, and even though they're not ready, they will accept your map. And then when the meeting starts, then you can hand over the diamonds.
That's, I think, the best we're gonna get.
What's your name?
I'm not going to give you my real name, but I will give you my moniker or alternative name. A lot of us in the Redeemers Guild, specifically the higher up ones that stick 'em with the pointy end, we don't divulge our names. I
That's fair.
am Saint. And while you do not know me, I will be accompanying you on your journey.
All right.
Should you choose to
Saint.
come with.
Pleasure to meet you.
Would you like an ale? And he gestures over to the crate of warm beer sitting next to the fire.
Yeah, I agree with that face.
Drink in England. Gross.
Promise
I'll
the
take one.
nuttiness of this one. It's better served warm for you to get the full flavor.
Sure.
Well, we're all friends having a meeting. Why not?
Help
I
yourself.
will
You can
take
grab
one.
whichever one you like. And he's like, I was just finished with mine. Will you hand me one as to show you that there's nothing wrong with them? You can choose the ale that I will drink.
Persis
Sure.
is doing the broody in the back. She's just standing there quietly, being broody, saying nothing.
I will take his empty cup. I will take it. I will fill up a second one, casually look like I'm not paying attention, and give him the new cup while I keep the cup he was drinking out of.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because you can poison the inside of a cup, motherfuckers.
It's true.
Mostly to see if he notes the fact that I gave him a different cup and kept his. If he doesn't say anything, then it's he doesn't care, and that's all fine.
Give an
And
insight
also, I
check.
don't want to get poisoned.
Actually, are you doing this stealthily, or
It's
are
not that
you?
stealthily? It's more like I fill his up. I'm kind of looking around. I fill up the other one, and then I just have both of them, and then I just hand him one of them. But the one I
Okay.
hand him, I'm knowing which one it is, and it's the new cup, not the one he was drinking out
Yeah,
of originally.
give an insight check.
19.
As you hand him a cup, his smile never leaves his face now that you've been acquainted, and he seems cordial enough. But you can tell that as you give him the other cup, his eyes squint ever so slightly. But with a 19, you perceive it. You can tell that he notices that you changed the glass. But he takes it and he drinks it anyways.
That's the sign I
And
needed.
as he drinks the entire thing, he tosses the cup back down onto the ground. All right, I'm gonna take them to the others. Are all of you coming, or just one of you to bring the map?
I think we'll all come.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to take the hospitalities, and he points. If you weary and would like a rest, you're welcome to rest on the bed there, or kick your feet up on the box over there, or just make yourself at home. And he gives a deep bow as he stands up. And then he kind of stands up and hikes his pants a little bit back up and tucks in his shirt. And all right, I guess if you're coming, come along then. And he wanders back to the main building where you slew several of the assassins prior. He looks at you guys, and as he steps up close to the door, and he gives it a rhythmic knock, and then it creaks open. Our guests have arrived. Door opens up all the way. You're let in to the familiar worn couch, the desk off into the corner, the study area with random books and scrolls, and you can see two other figures. One sitting at the desk, and the one standing that had opened the door goes and sits on the couch and looks up at you. This is the one that, Sammy, you would recognize. Do you have it? I imagine you brought it then. They say they brought the goods.
A familiar face you are.
Please, I'm just looking for the map. And the diamonds. And as you look around, you notice the other assassin, the one that you killed,
Is already back.
is already back. You can put together that they were never going to wait all the way until you got to give them the diamonds for the resurrection. This was just to replace the ones that were going to be used. Do you produce the map?
I'll look at everybody else. He's familiar.
I give an affirmative nod.
Yeah, just a very slow nod.
Saint leans back up against the bookcase as you all... is there anybody that stays outside of the room, or do you all kind of pile in to listen?
Can I
in.
stand in the doorway with Ardu behind me?
Yeah, you can leave the door propped open, I suppose. That would be fine.
Because I don't think we'd all fit, but
You would. It would just be very tight. You would probably be shoulder to shoulder, especially with the dragon in there. Saint
Who
leaning
has the stuff in hand right now? Who has the map?
Probably in Riker's bag of holding.
Yeah, I think that's where we decide to keep it.
Now, here's the thing. We went in. We know what's on this map.
Listen. You were always coming whether you wanted to or not.
Oh, how exciting. Tell us more.
It was insurance. To make sure that we aren't going to be ratted out. Now you're implicated as well. We'll give you a small cut, as all of the Redeemers Guild will get their small cut in order to spread it across Cormyr. You can do with your cut what you choose, though I would hope that you would use it towards bettering your area, Mars Ember, if that's where you're located.
Wise words.
I'm sorry, we've met Saint. I don't think we actually exchanged names there.
Red. My favorite color.
It's a good one.
Preferably more of a crimson hue, but crimson just doesn't roll off the tongue like red does.
Now, should we assume that you already know our names?
If you choose to give them, you're welcome to. But if you would like to assume your own nicknames, you're more than welcome to do so as well. Though I know your face. That's the important part.
Mine's hard to forget, so. You can call me Kitty.
Alright, let me write this down so I can refer to everybody by their new chosen names.
Code names, code names.
Does anybody else have a code name that they wish to supply, or a name at all?
Riker will just say Crow.
Bro.
Crow.
Crow? Oh, Crow.
Crow, yeah.
Got it. I was like, bro, interesting.
That's a name Andrew would give, not Riker.
Okay, yeah.
You can call me Fang.
Fang. For Arceus.
This here is Claw, and I point to the dragon.
Does your dragon talk? Can I refer? Will it come to its name? Come, Claw.
Ardu's gonna look at him sarcastically and do a little sniff. Because I don't think Ardu speaks Common. I think he only speaks Draconic. But I think he can tell this person's being patronizing, but doesn't understand what he's saying.
I think you got the language wrong.
Because yeah, Riker, you knows that Ardu can speak in Draconic.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Well then,
I'm not even respond to the guy.
I suppose you'll have to communicate with your dragon. Make sure to keep it on a tight leash, will you? Where we're going, we have to be quiet.
Ardu doesn't need a leash. He's more competent than most of these people.
We shall see. What about you there? Gesturing over to the gentleman in shiny armor. Jack.
Hope.
Hope or Pope?
H.
Oh,
as in
H. Hope.
H. Yeah.
Got
Although
it.
Hope would have been pretty fucking awesome, dude.
Hilarious.
Saint and Pope, best friends forever.
He gets a horse. It's the Pope-mobile.
No, it's
Hope-mobile now.
All right, last but not least.
I will go back to my early writing days, and
Sammy's writing days or DJ's writing days?
Sammy's writing days.
Oh, yes, I do remember. Go ahead.
You can call me Whip Poor Will.
Poor Will?
Whip Poor Will.
Whip Poor Will. Oh, Whippoorwill. I'll just call you Will for short. Okay. All right, listen. You do know what we're doing, yes?
We've looked at the map. We can figure it out.
All right. But do you know when we're doing it?
Your map didn't
You'll need to
exactly
tell
have
us.
that listed on there.
Well,
At least plainly speaking.
it's a good thing that you showed up, because there were two windows that we had in mind. One of them was a month from now. That's not going to do us a whole lot of good. But the other is tonight. So we've got, and he looks down at his clockwork timepiece, just a few more hours, and then the vaults will be vacated for the evening. The staff will go home, and it will be ripe for the picking. So I hope you brought your supplies.
Oh, we're always ready.
Now, what are your specialties? Kitty, can you do anything besides just have a pretty face, as you so succinctly put it?
Well, as much a fan I am of it, I can do a lot against other people.
All
I
right.
could slow you down. I could confuse you.
Kind of confused right now by what you're telling me. Seems to be working. Listen, okay. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. You're in now, right? And he looks over at Red, and Red nods. Okay. You've seen the map. There's something that we haven't told you that we want from there, besides gold. Okay? Listen. We want... There's an administration room, right? And inside of it has all the deeds of the crown. Seals, records, there's all sorts of juicy blackmail evidence in there, right? And we can take that and we can use it to get what we want without all the violence. You'd be amazed what royalty are willing to pay for to keep their dirty little secrets hidden.
Not surprised at all, actually, that I've worked with nobles for many years now. They are a selfish, feckle bunch.
So, we're only going to take what we need from the gold for the interim. I'm not going to rob the entire bank blind. But the
Would certainly send
real,
the Crown a message if you did.
but the real thing that we need is securities to keep the Crown in check going forward.
Clever.
I just wanted to make sure that you were aware. Maybe get a feel to see, is there anybody that would need to try to suppress disgust or disagreement with this particular plan that they could incite against?
I think we were pretty clear that we knew they were doing this. I think we're all pretty schooled and like resigned to this being the case.
Okay. I knew
Yes,
you were
they
all...
didn't say any magic items, just
Yeah, no, I was gonna say Greg's maybe trying to suppress an emotion, but it's not disgust. It's okay. a little. Oh, I kind of like this idea actually.
There is an absolute
it's more
smirk.
relief than anything.
Yeah, it's a little
I
bit of
think
a
ours-
smirk of like,
Doesn't care about the nobles or what they want to do with them. So
Yeah, there is an absolute smirk coming across Sammy's face, hearing that they're looking for the dirty laundry.
I think Riker would be the only one who has anything to.
It's funny that you say that because somebody that you haven't heard speak up turns around from their desk and kicks their feet up on the coffee table in front of you that the map is now firmly like resting out on as they're looking at it. Mr. Nobility, do you have any qualms about us taking blackmail against potentially your father?
I think it's to be like, well, Sammy's not nobility. What?
I assume that they're looking at Riker, and Riker is just like, "What? Qualms? Me? No, no. Who here would have qualms?"
We've done our research on all of you.
So what was the point of the nicknames then?
Formality.
I asked if you already knew our names.
It's for your anonymity within the rest of the groups. They don't need to know your names. And we shouldn't use our names out in public, even though the majority of you are already well known. But you don't have any problem with it, do you, Crow?
Riker doesn't really know how to feel. He doesn't like it necessarily, but it's better than what he thought was going to happen, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils for sure.
Yeah.
He senses your hesitation and he says, Saint pats you on the shoulder. If it'll help, you can just look the other way. Or maybe you can be busy helping me unlock some of the doors. From what I understand, there's going to be some arcane locks that need dealing with. Just stay busy. Don't look at the clerical stuff.
I mean, in fairness, that doesn't really help, but I suppose I don't have much choice.
Everyone always has a choice. We did tell you that you were coming along and you didn't have a choice, but you could choose to not listen to us. You could choose to leave here right now and end up on a list somewhere or dead in a back alley, but I'd hate for it to come to that.
I mean, it's not really a choice, though. That's more of a threat.
Oh, well, it's a little bit of both, actually.
So you're saying our choices are to come with you and risk getting, we're already implicated into traitors of the crown, or end up dead in a back alley if we walk away from this right now?
Well, so I personally, because I've got some very particular set of skills, have already set up contingencies. Should something happen to me, certain chain of events will go off, and it will leak some information, some things will happen, and you'll all be implicated. Now, for me to tell you exactly what would happen would ruin the surprise. So, you have the choice to walk away, but should something happen to me while we were there, and then information was leaked. Ooh,
I mean, do you plan on something happening to you?
there's always possibilities. You don't think we're just going to be able to barge into the royal vault without potentials of any sort of dangers, do you?
Well, that's why you had this map and everything. But you figured it all out.
No, we had our informant and they told us what they could, but not everybody has full clearance. Very few people have that type of information.
And I just want to be clear, your goals are gold and information on the nobles.
Correct.
Well,
And
as
if
long as we
there's
stick-
something pretty that we feel the crown could go without, well, you never know.
As long as we stick to the plan.
And then I'm going to walk over to the map and be like, we know the gold is here, right? And I kind of point to a general direction where the gold was kind of.
The very back vault at the end of the hallway has is where the gold is at, and there's the scrolls area, the magic items,
Right.
yeah.
But and I just want to verify and this is where you're going. So if we are in and out super fast, hit those 2 rooms and then we're gone, should be fine, right?
Yeah, but what's the fun in that? You don't go to the markets, run straight to the store that you need. You gotta do some window shopping.
Absolutely not.
We'll see
So
how
he's in a
much
rush
time
for
we have.
shopping.
I hate window shopping. It's the worst waste of time.
If you don't mind my saying, wouldn't staying there longer just increase the chances of something going wrong?
Rocker's got a point.
Alternatively, if we take our time, right, and we make sure that we're not setting off any traps or alarms, there's an old saying about slow and steady wins the race or something like that. I don't know. Maybe there was something about a turtle and a bunny, or maybe that's not even the right story either. I don't know. All I'm saying is, if we take our time and we make sure we're not setting off any traps, we're not going to try to get ourselves caught. But we want to be thorough.
How much time do you estimate that we'll have before a guard changes and anybody checks on it?
Oh, the vault's
Also,
empty for...
Turtles and bunnies both make good eat.
Right, there could be turtles inside of one of the rooms.
Oh, I'm saying in your metaphor, both of them are food sources.
All right.
They're both prey animals.
I guess that makes sense. Either way, listen, we're going to be slow, methodical, and we have at least a couple hours. There's no guards during this time. They lock it all up. They only keep guards down there when there are people working, making the scrolls, imbuing the magic items or whatever, and then they leave. This is one of those times where we have a couple hours, so I don't anticipate us having any restrictions when it comes to time.
Well,
Now,
just as long as we're not inviting any issues. Stick to the plan and we'll be all right. You'll be all right. And we'll be all right.
Got a lot of tricks up our sleeves. Listen, we appreciate you showing up. We appreciate you bringing the map. And now that I suppose, even though we weren't quite ready to discuss with you yet, we would appreciate the diamonds. Now that you know that I'm not just the doorman.
Okay.
I think Riker has him. He'll just like look around and just look for people to like nod or shake their head.
Nodding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Riker will reach in and grab the diamonds for him.
Okay. 3 diamonds worth at least 300 GP.
Will 1 diamond worth 1,000 work? Or 600? Okay, or will 3 200 value and 1 300 value work?
You can make a persuasion check if you would like.
Look, diamonds don't come in exact exchange for us.
Where'd you get these? Why would
Desert
you even
mostly?
buy a 200 gold piece diamond?
We didn't buy any of it. Some of it came from a
We-
dragon.
We also
Some
have a
from-
very particular set of skills.
John, can I flash of genius that to make it an 18?
Yeah.
Didn't even result.
Riker will just speak up and say, I mean, you know, if you have a lot of diamonds, or even just 1 diamond worth a lot, you can buy even more diamonds later on to revive even more people.
I suppose. Yeah, I don't see a problem with that. We'll take these. And he takes them. You're welcome to hang out here for a little bit if you would like. In the meantime, if you don't have anything else that you'd like to do.
Sorry, there's one more thing. Before Riker he goes to like grab the diamonds, Riker like takes the bag back really quick and just says, but by the way, when you're looking through the records room, if you find anything on Edward Morahan, I'd like to take a look first, if you didn't mind.
Got some daddy issues, do you?
Those are I'm just asking you.
All right. I'll allow it.
All right, I'll hand them over to him then.
Okay. He takes the diamonds. And he begins to turn around, and you can see that he was going to attempt to stash these diamonds in a stash, and then he remembers that you're all standing there, and he turns back around. Do you mind waiting in the other room? We need to pour over the map, finish up our final plans, and we'll come get you. You stay at the fire, make yourselves at home with the other Redeemers, and we'll be out to see you before we
Quick
leave.
question. How many people are coming on this little excursion?
Well, there's me, Saint. That there, Red, they're going. And then over there, Black, they're going.
And us.
Yes.
And question, if there is enough gold in the vault to feed a small village, how you propose we're getting it out of there? Handful at a time?
He kind of gestures to a pouch that he has on his side with leather. It's made out of leather with a flap, but you can see that there appears to be a multicolored, almost like tiki-like face across the front of it. You've seen these type of things before. You would know that this is some form of bag of holding.
Makes sense.
And he pats it. Can hold quite a bit in here. I think we'll be able to transport as much as we need out. Though, I think it'll only be a small pittance of what the crown could spare. So that's how we're going to get it out. Do you have any way to get out your portion, or do we need to transport it for you?
I think we can cover that.
Uh-oh. Rin crashed.
Oh, what? Oh, no.
Oh no!
Her internet was being poopy, so.
Yep, she's getting a wave of all the data just transmitted all at once and just fed right into her ears. Okay. How are we getting it out? We're getting it out with the bags of holding.
Make sure they had a plan.
Got lots of plans. Okay, go wait by the fire. We'll be out shortly. Just need a moment.
Okay.
As you-
will
Go ahead.
out, yeah. Oh, no, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Departing from the room, the door closes behind you. Returning to the fire. So you guys didn't know who you were talking to there. It was kind of funny. Anyways,
Yeah.
I mean, you meet one Saint, you kind of met them all.
yeah,
Because of that.
yeah, one, yeah, I guess that makes sense. And he kind of looks, he clearly doesn't make sense to him. So, how's it feel? I know when we became part of the Redeemers Guild, it felt really cool to be a part of something. You know,
Feels good to be
something bigger.
Working to make a difference.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Yeah. Were you, where are you gonna go with your money when they get it out? Did they assign you somewhere like they did us?
Where'd they
Where'd they assign you?
Well, he stops and thinks for a second, debating on how much information he should divulge. Well, I mean, we were all asked where we would go, what town we would take our money to help with. Did you guys talk about that at all?
Yeah, we were.
Well, we're already living in
instructed-
Marsember.
Yeah, Mars Ember is where we were instructed to help.
I guess that makes sense. There's 5 of you, so, and Mars Ember is a big place, so I'm going to Glade Hap. Sorry. I've got an uncle that lives out that way, so I thought I could stay with him. It's just above the Hermit's Woods north of here.
Have you been before?
Just once when I was little. I don't know really anything about it. I haven't really left Suzail or Jester's Green. That's pretty much as far north as I've been, except as an adult. But no, now that I'm a part of the Redeemers Guild, it's exciting. I'm gonna go on a small adventure to get over there, and I don't know. I just never thought I'd be a
Are you
part of
going
something
by
like this.
yourself?
Well, There will be some other people. There's Frank's here. Frank's going to Thunderstone, so he's gonna ride with me for a little bit, and Jen there's going to Sunset Hill on the other side of the Wyvern Water, so she'll come with. But we're all spread out all over the place, so
Have you heard about the bandits that have been attacking the food chain? What is your plan to deal with those?
we're not gonna take the roads. We're gonna kind of take the less beaten path, travel through the woods.
Be careful with that
These
too.
are-
I almost got taken out by a goblin.
Oh, like 4 goblins, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also the diseased bear and that blue dragon run in and bandits.
I'm just sitting here wondering, did he just use the other guy's real name? And did the other guy like look at him like, dude?
That's a very good point. And give me a perception check. As you're listening to the gentleman talk and he points to Frank and continues his conversation, you think to yourself, man, doesn't sound much like a nickname. That sounds like a real name. You turn over to Frank and you can see he like grits his teeth and a little bit of an eye twitch, that he definitely said it when he wasn't supposed to, but hoping that by not drawing attention to it, it might go unnoticed.
And I'm just gonna continue to listen, like, oh, and then you gotta be careful what you pick up off the road. Mushrooms are poisonous. You have to know the difference between the poisonous ones and the not poisonous ones. And I mean, with the forest, you can't follow the sun, so how are you gonna find out which way is north versus which way is west? Are you sure you're prepared for this journey? Just like completely like shattering his confidence.
Make a because this isn't deception, these are all real threats. You haven't said anything false. Make a persuasion check or an intimidation check.
Yeah, I was thinking intimidation.
I mean, it's all the same for Arsis. I'm
Yeah.
not a charisma character. At an 18.
Nice.
I mean,
With an 18, you can see like the realization of the fantasy that he had been living in, of slinging his backpack on and going trekking through the forest and going on a real adventure, being an adventurer, washes over him. That it's not all sunshines and rainbows. And he looks over. I've never had to fight anything. Frank, are you gonna be? And Frank says, stop using my real name, man.
Well, now we know.
He's been at it all the time. We've been practicing and practicing while we're at the fire. I don't even know why he has to say names at all. He could just refer to him as they or he or she, but he's constantly, it's like he's trying to piss me off by saying these names. And the guy goes, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so new to all this. I just want to, and you can tell that
Arsis has literally pulled out some rations, some jerky or something like that, and she's sitting by the fire and she's just listed off all of the nature things that we run into and just being nonchalant about it.
And you know, I wouldn't change it for the world. There's nothing like being out on an adventure with your friends, including all the scary parts.
And he makes a direct point to not say Frank this time, and he looks over him and he goes, will you make sure that I'm okay, Gopher? And Gopher, Yeah, I'll protect you. You'll be just fine.
Insight check. I don't believe he's gonna protect them.
Okay, roll an insight.
He'll protect him, but he's gonna bully him first.
Here, we'll roll.
With the 14, you can see that even though there was some frustration about the names, the relationship that you're witnessing here from this younger person that is talking to you, the one that was starry-eyed about the adventure, has almost become like Gopher or Frank or whichever name you want to give him, is taking this young, naive little flower and taking him under his wing. He's gonna make sure that nothing happens to this guy. His spirit's too bright to let anything tamp it out. And so you guys spend the next hour or so around the fire. And eventually Red comes out. We've gathered all of our things. We're ready. Are you ready?
Been ready.
All right. Looking over the rest of the group, Red says, watch over the area. If we are not back in 4 hours, you know what to do. And they kind of stand up and nod, and Red gestures to all of you. Let's go. We'll be taking the sewers the entire way there. Staying hidden out of sight.
Claw and talking Draconic in front of them so they can see.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say something silly like follow behind us, stay quiet, or something like that. Nothing implications, but
As you continue walking, Saint says, we're free to talk while we're down here, but be mindful of the sewer grates. Voice carries. We don't want to let people know that we're down here, so if you're looking in the distance and you can see a little bit of light peering through, yeah, don't. Just keep your voice down for a little bit. It's night now, so most people that are still out on the streets are probably drunk, so probably won't remember much anyways, but be mindful of that, yeah? The trek is easy. But it is slow. Methodically weaving their way through the sewers, they know the underground like the back of their hand. Without a moment of hesitation taking any turn, they navigate closer and closer to the Royal Palace vaults. Arsis keeping track of the direction. You can clearly know. Go ahead.
As I'm because I'm probably just following behind. I'm not trying. Like I'm just the rear guard if they let me. I also kind of want to be marking the pathway of the sewer, just occasionally.
We'll say for the first time you do that, I need you to make a stealth or a sleight of hand check on that one, or some sort of stealth, because this would go in direct contradiction to what they would want. All right, now I'm gonna open roll a perception. This is gonna be a +4 to whatever this D20 is.
They're nervous.
a little bit
This
nervous,
is not an organized army. This is
but
ragtag
also
group.
incredibly focused on the prize in front of them. Not so worried about what's behind them, but thinking about all the things that could go wrong in scenarios that they're running over, simulations in their head for how this is going to go, leave them distracted enough to not notice you, making these markings that you could easily identify. Maybe even not necessarily anybody, but you could easily identify, helping mark your path back through the sewers. And eventually, you come to a stop. You can hear them whispering to each other. Is this the spot? Yeah, this is it. I think this is it. Okay. Nobody move. And as you're standing at the intersection where the sewer comes to a T, gotta pace this off just right. Nobody talk, because I've got to count. Now I need focus. And he walks up and he places his hand on the wall and he begins counting the bricks that are laid in the sewer wall as he's walking slowly, making sure to touch over each one as he gets there. After 100 or so steps, he pauses. He turns back to you, motions for you to come in his direction, and as you get probably about 30 or so feet, he raises his hand to tell you to pause. He pulls out from his satchel. All right, listen. This is gonna make a boom, but the boom's not gonna make any noise. Just feel the vibrations, okay? And as he places a small device on the wall, you can see his mouth moving from where you're standing, but an aura of magic surrounding him makes the words silent. And
I wish I
as...
had counterspell.
Huh?
I wish I had counterspell.
Or dispel magic.
Why? No. We want it to work, guys.
As
Yeah,
he...
but
Go ahead.
The inner chaos demon in me wants just to see what would happen.
As he activates the device on the
we're
wall.
returning ourselves.
No, you're good. As he activates the device on the wall and then kind of briskly walks over to you, you can hear him mutter, 3, 2, 1. And you can feel the rumble of the ground underneath of you as the wall itself crumbles out, parts of it falling into the sewer water below, others falling forward, and you can see light cascading out into the sewer. We are going to transition to a new map.
Hey, John, can we take a quick PP
Yeah,
break?
I was just getting ready to
I was
say
just
we're
about to say,
transitioning
yeah.
to a new map,
Perfect.
and we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
All right.
Hard.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
US beat Bosnia.
U.S. beat Bosnia. I thought they were out for some reason.
No,
Not yet.
Germany's
So,
out.
so,
but-
so are they playing England on the 4th of July? I knew that was a possibility.
Oh,
Maybe.
So I thought I heard England won too.
no, I think they're playing on Monday. That's what I'm reading right now.
Oh, okay. It was something I just saw online. It was like it was
That
a
would be amazing.
possibility. It was a possibility that on the 4th of July, USA would be playing England, which would just be funny.
No. It's Canada, Morocco, and Paraguay and France.
I have not been following the tournament much at all, so
Same. It's just like
I
oh,
just look
USA
at it
is
when
going?
it's-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're playing Belgium on Monday. So,
Is Belgium good? I know they're in the Sweet 16 of soccer. But
yeah, but so is Paraguay. Too hot. Too hot. Too hot to handle.
Yo T,
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of tea?
Sleepy
gossip?
time.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh, I wish.
I thought it was like gossip. I'm like, ooh, what's the tea? He said hot.
That was fizzling. No, I don't have any gossip anymore.
Ria's just on some heavy benzos.
Just me and my benzo.
yeah,
I love showing up high to game.
As one does.
I literally couldn't.
Never done that before.
Well, in person with a very different group, I have, but well, and not on benzos. It was weed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, darn it,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
always
no,
benzos.
that's what I'm. Yeah.
Benzos.
No, my first group didn't do it like any weed, but they would drink. But I would have a tiny gummy before I went over. Just 'cause,
Nice.
This is like I want to hang, but I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna go vape. Excuse me, I don't want to be that guy. So it's like, yeah,
No, fair.
one 5 milligram gummy just so I can be more unhinged when I say shit.
Every 10 minutes, be like, guys, sorry, I gotta go vape really quick.
Yeah, I hate that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah,
one
John.
where
Loud.
oh, go ahead. Loud. Loud. No, you're not. You're fine.
Did I say something? Did I do something?
No.
I can't tell if you're
No.
serious or not.
I was confused too because you literally did nothing, John, and they just immediately in unison jumped down your throat, and I was shocked.
It's because we love him.
Oh,
It's because it's funny and we love him.
I've seen a more bullied DM. No, I'm kidding. No, that's not bullying. Having half the party with silvery barbs and counterspell, that's bullying.
that is bullying.
That is literally being a bully to your DM.
it's all right.
If I was, put it this way, if I was John, we're level what, 9? If I was John, like at least a handful of encounters would have had people who could cast silvery barbs against you. Because that's
Don't worry, the campaign's still young. There is still plenty of time for that.
no,
to
I'm just
happen.
saying I would have been so much meaner about it.
The truth is, I'm just not good.
No, he's just biding his time.
John is allowed to bully us as much as we bully him. It's always been there.
He is going to pull out some NPCs that are not only going to have silvery barbs, but they're also going to have slow. They're going to have shield. They're going to have all the little things that we get excited about all the fucking time. And he's going to drop that like a nuke on us one of
No,
these
it happens
days.
to
Mark
me.
my words.
I have a wizard in a campaign that has silvery barbs, and I took it as like a let's just see how the spell works, like it had just come out, and then yeah, like level 10 or 11, big bad guy casts a big spell on me that I barely saved. My DM goes, hey, Charlie, he silvery barbs you. Do it again. I was just like, no.
Very nice.
I had to just clap. I'm like, touche.
Actually, I don't like it when you do it to me.
Did you get one of your famous Charlie rolls afterwards?
I'm a masochist though, so I'm just like that was good. You fucked my shit up. That was good.
One more second. Gun is look him directly in the eyes and say, "Counterspell."
But at that point, you're losing the spell slot economy because I'm still.
Yeah, but like Silvery Barbs is like
Cast
a
on
fifth level
cast.
spell in a first level spell slot.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. 100%.
All right, Arceus, get your butt here.
Yeah,
Breathe.
girl.
Get your headset on. I know you can hear us. Are you pooping?
She be pooping.
Oh man,
She'd be doing the pooping.
I went pooping. I was done.
My
must
how
be
the
a
turntables.
my how the turd tables.
Turntables. That's good.
Charlie, are you rolling right now?
Uh-huh. But I've been rolling all game with my fun dragon eyeball dice.
Uh-oh.
It's always fun. I too have a small dice, or die that I keep. It's a gold one. I don't know where it came from or where I got it. I do know.
All my dice. Right here.
I went to Mox, okay, and I picked up a candle that had a mystery dice at the bottom of it. Like the thing was, you burn the candle and then you get the dice
You
at the
get a
end.
dice, yeah.
I didn't want it. I just picked it up to look at it and sniff it, and I dropped it, and I broke it.
Oh,
And so I felt obligated that now this is mine. I don't know why I care about corporate America, but I did. I feel a certain type. Mox isn't a chain, it's just a cool board game place. And so I bought this candle. It was like fucking $50. To be fair, this is a metal die, so like meh. But yeah,
Fair.
so I've
Yeah,
kept
that's
this one ever since, and I've got a little gold coaster and this gold die that always sits on top of my interface for my
Nice.
microphone, and I pick it up every now and then. And just then, when I picked it up to roll it, it rolled a 20, and I was like,
Yes.
as it doesn't
I
matter.
fucking just did it too.
Nice.
Jesus.
I just rolled a 1. Shocking.
yeah.
How Charlie.
The dragon eyeball staring right at the 1.
Sorry, Steven had a hard day and he did vent.
Oh, we thought you were
Oh,
pooping.
that's fair.
No, Steven was venting, so I guess he's pooping, but I had to be a good wife for 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
How dare you? I'm just kidding. I trust me, Intel's been a really rough time here lately. Yeah, so I feel it for sure.
He was switched to day shifts just this week, and he's on a training. He's supposed to be training people, but the guy he's training with apparently is very anal retentive and is just getting on his case about every little thing. And he's just like, doing this for 10 years, dude, or 12 years at this point.
Yeah, and if there's anything that I know about Intel, actually, I can't say that while I'm being recorded, and it could potentially be on the internet. I love Intel.
My boy.
Thank you for my employment. Great place to work.
John, he convinced me to buy more Intel.
Yes, everybody has Intel CPUs in their home PCs.
Yeah.
I'm running my i7 right now.
My refrigerator, Intel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. As
Sellouts.
you step into the Royal Vault, you're overwhelmed with the sheer amount of white marble surrounding you. Stepping through the echoes of your footsteps down an extremely long corridor just to the north. You can see stairs every 20 or so feet going further up and up and up. I believe, let me double check your... Okay, you can see all the way to the very end. At the very end of the hallway to the north, you can see a door into the wall. But it is at least a couple hundred feet that way. What appear to be suits of armor line the walls, both to your left and in front of you, going forward. The people that you came with, Saint, Red, and Black, rush forward. Stealthily. I need, if you intend to be stealthy in this moment, please give me a stealth roll. If not, you don't have to.
Wait, so Saint and Red, they're trying to be stealthy, right?
Yeah, you can see that while they're moving fast, you can tell just by the general nature in which they carry themselves that they are trying to be light on their feet.
Ooh, Charlie.
Gotcha.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Riker, what are you doing?
Clank.
Same. I think our armors bump into each other by accident.
I mean, to be fair, I'm trying to be stealthy, but me and Ardu are not doing super hot either. So
I imagine seeing them rush forward, and you're like overwhelmed by what you're seeing in front of you, trip on one of the bricks from the rubble that had come in, and two of you, Jack and Riker, kind of collide into each other and smack into a suit of armor that's just to the right of the wall. And Saint immediately turns around and goes, "Shh!"
Like holding it.
Like we put the armor back, and then Riker just goes, "Sorry."
Yeah, as you brush
to the
into
armor, not to Saint, to the armor.
Yeah.
says it to the thief, and Riker says it to the armor.
Saint turns around to you as you all get a little bit closer, and he says, "All right, now this first room, we're to understand that there's something with the lights that allow us to enter the next room. That's the locking mechanism. Everything's like a puzzle to go forward. So inspect the lights, see if you see anything." Okay? And you can see he's at this fixture and he's looking at it. Little plants seeming to grow on either side of the main entrance. Arsis, as you get to this portion, you can see kind of embossed in the marble this very beautiful curled up dragon into the flooring. At the far end of this particular hallway, you see a set of double doors, tall as well. You remember from your meeting with the Queen that she had told you that the defenses, should they be activated, would be coming from this door. You can see Red ahead of you, looking at the light kind of right in that general area, and as he is finished investigating the light, he says, "This door, I don't..." Sorry, Red. "This door, I don't know what's behind here. I don't think that we got any information on it." And he puts his ear to it.
Then you probably should leave it alone.
Wait, John, so double doors, are they like decorated? Like, is there like fancy art on the doors? Anything to make them stand out?
They are decorated, but not like with a mural, but with a design. What it appears to look like, even though it's all wood, it appears to look like circuitry. And you, of all people, would definitely recognize the patterns on the wall or on the door themselves to look like circuitry.
Okay. Riker will just say, wait, hang on a second. You really don't want to do anything with that door. I recognize the pattern. Should you try to mess with it in any way, we're getting a lot of guards down here quickly.
And he looks back at you and smiles. That's why we brought you. For things like that, thank you for the warning. I'm going to continue looking then. In black, you can see is looking at this massive door, probably about 20 foot tall, about as tall as the ceiling is in front. And he's kind of feeling all around, trying to look for traps. You can hear Red whisper, "They said the answers are going to be in the lights for this first room." And continuing on, you can see as you're in this room, there's a mirror. And it's cracked in this corner right here. Let me ping. There appears to be, I don't know, maybe a fist size imprint in the mirror, where the glass is kind of shattered going out, but still held in place, creating these reflections looking in all different directions. Red begins looking at another light, trying to figure something out after having tugged on the door just to the right here, and not finding any way to open it. In this moment, what do you do?
Is this a candle or is it like a gas light?
Those appear to be neither. Some sort of arcane magic is having those alight, but it is a wall fixture, probably about 5 feet high, probably maybe 6 feet high.
Rand, can you
lights-
prestidigitation it?
Those two lights are the only light sources in this room?
Yes.
What kind of prestidigitation are you looking for? For the mirror?
I did. No, the light.
Is the arcane light already lit?
The ones, so to answer Sammy's question, the light sources that are the two that are on the wall. These two right here. Okay. There is, however, 2 small lamps on the end next to these lounge chairs that are off. So these right here are 2 lamps.
Is this one also?
That are off. Yes, that is a third one that is also off.
First thing I would be wondering about, I'm going to look at the cracked mirror, and remember they said it had something to do with the lights. When I see the lights, just be throwing something out there, Jack would look for the lights in the reflection of the mirror to see if there's anything different, or even in the room in general, but the light specifically.
Yeah. Give me a perception check with advantage, because you as the player are on the right track here.
24.
Okay. Stepping on the dragon, looking at the mirror, you can see that the different broken pieces of glass are showing, even though you normally shouldn't be able to see these 3 lamps in the mirror. Should it be fixed, you can see them. Yes, because they're slightly angled. Looking directly at that whole indentation around it, you can see the 3 lamps in the mirror.
And they are not lit as I see them in the mirror, though.
That is correct. As you
Okay.
see them in the
Probably
mirror,
not
they
lit
are
right
not
now.
lit, and they are in the room currently, also not lit.
Not lit.
So there's no illusion happening within the mirror, but you do see them.
Do
These
the
ones-
lamps?
Sorry. These lights, are they wick based, like flame lights, or are they also arcane based?
They appear to be some sort of electrical arcane based.
Is the mirror like bolted to that point of the ground, or does it look like it can be moved around?
Looking down, you don't see any bolts. Do you attempt to move it?
Not yet.
All right, John, if I were to light one of these, like this lamp right here,
You see a small chain dangling down that you instinctively think if you wanted to light it, you would give it a tug.
yep, I'll do that, and then I'll go back to the mirror and see what it looks like in the reflection.
Interesting. As you tug on the light, it flickers to life. But with that small click, as the arcane energy comes to life, you also hear the familiar clockwork workings coming from the wall directly behind it, and a resounding click coming from the door directly in front of you.
Can I try the door? See if it's unlocked?
You can. And as you reach for the handle, you are able to freely push it open, if you so choose. Would you?
I would not, but I would turn back to the others and say, I got this one.
It was
How
that
did you-
easy?
That was.
What about the other two lamps?
Saint comes in. What do you mean you got that one? Is that door open?
Yeah, it's unlocked now.
All right, let me check it out. He comes over, opens up the door, and it pushes aside freely. And inside of it, you can see an administration room, sofa sitting in front of a desk. Lined on the walls on either side are
Jesus.
walls and walls of books. And he looks. I don't know how I'm going to get through all of this. Wonder if it's sorted by alphabetical order.
Are you looking for someone in particular?
Maybe. Any of the noble houses, I suppose. Hey, Red, come in here for a minute. Help me look. Black can continue with the contraption out there with the others, but I need your help in here. And Red comes in, and they begin scanning the walls. The rest of you that aren't Riker that stepped into the administration room, is there anything that you continue to do out in the hall, or do you also join in the administration room for your own searching purposes?
Is there any other exit from the room, or is the room completely, like, is that just it?
From the administration room, from what you can see, it appears to be solid walls on all sides, and that is the only entrance or exit from that room.
Okay.
Now, from the room that you're in, there's this door to the left, and then the large door in the front.
Yeah, so I wanted to turn this light on and see what happens.
And immediately, the same situation happens, where you hear the mechanical clicking behind and are free to enter that room should you so choose.
I'll pop my head in, see what it is.
Quick question.
Yes.
Our conversation with the queen.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't. based off the map and everything, are these rooms that she didn't have a problem with us being in?
Does anybody else have an in-character answer to that before I answer it?
I mean, she wasn't a big fan of anything but the gold, but this was
Correct,
not one of
yes.
those absolutely no, do not
Like, I
enter
feel
this
like-
room at all.
I feel like the big door over here is a big no-no at this point.
No,
I'm
I don't think so.
terrible at mapping in my mind, so I'm trying to remember exactly what the visual was that you
feel
described,
like-
but I know
It was
I let me finish. I know that the rooms that were described were transcribing, so
Yeah.
that administrative room could be the transcribing room, and then the room that we just walked into could be the imbuement room, but I can't physically imagine what that map was supposed to look like, which I know my character would know. I just don't.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Arsis, what were you gonna say?
So if I remember correctly, the map was like a hallway with a bunch of different rooms off of it. So that room
Yeah.
should be down more hallway and not necessarily a room, that third door, I think. But I could also be wrong.
I feel that it would be fair that all of you are aware that there are really only two rooms that she wanted you to stay away from. And both of those were one of them was the relic room,
Yes.
and the other one was the imbued magical items room. Not necessarily the imbuement room itself, because the items aren't enchanted at that point. But then also inside of the room where the gold is at is the vault. There's a massive
Yes.
vault in there, and that is where she said, in the same room as the gold, the Echo of Netheril is placed. And she said if they try to enter that vault, then that is a problem. So you feel fairly confident that this room and the room, Arsis, that you just entered, and as you're looking around, you can see that this appears to be some sort of leisure room. Paintings on the wall on either side of the tables appear to be moving in a fashion that would liken our current television.
Are there scenes that like around that we can see currently? Like, would it be like a
Like a
for watching
monitoring?
people?
No.
Yeah.
This appears to be more of like scenery moving. Like
So
what you
similar to like the magic paintings in Harry Potter.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Something that's just creating like an ambiance, but they are moving, just that they could potentially watch while they eat or relax or
Yeah.
something.
Waiting room, so to speak.
Waiting or recreation room.
There's nothing. I'll go out and close the door.
Black. I think everybody's been having a little success with the lights. I pull in that chain.
Hold on.
I was gonna stop him, but too late. I think he said it.
It was actually, I was going to say, hold on. As you're walking out, you see Black having just looked over and saw Arsis pull that one, and that two, he puts two and two together and pulls on the final lamp.
Oh.
But as you're standing there, that third light didn't outwardly appear to do anything. And he's like puts his ear up against the wall, pulls on the light a couple times, leaves
I
it
check
on.
the mirror while he does
Ooh.
it. The reflection of the light in the mirror.
The reflection of the
change?
light in the mirror is absolutely what you're looking for. The light seems to dial in somehow on this reflection that is encompassing the dragon mural that you're standing atop of. And the light, as it's focusing from the lamps, appears to be located near a spot that you're standing. And you kind of look down, and you can't see the light on the ground, but you can kind of triangulate the light from the mirror to the ground. Give me a perception check. Another one with advantage.
19.
You kneel down on the ground and you feel, not applying any sort of pressure, but you feel the ground as the way that this is embossed, and you can feel very subtly, woven in between the scales, you find what appears to be a button. You could press this down with force if you wanted to. You don't know what it does, but those lights, when they're all on and looking at the reflection in the mirror, angle to this button.
I think I found something here. And I am kneeling on the ground and I have found this spot. I think I found the switch for that door. I'm not going to push it until we're all ready.
Does anybody say anything to that besides the rest of the Redeemers Guild?
I look at Hope and I say, "Go ahead and push it."
Hold on. We should make sure that the guys in the other room are ready.
True.
Saint,
We don't know what's going to be behind that door.
I could be in here for quite a while. Realistically, this is my prize, right? I came here looking for this information. You can go with Black. Deeper in if you want. Crow, are you going to stay here with us, or are you going to venture in deeper? I promise if I find anything on your father that I will let you know first.
I think I'd still rather stay.
All right, you're welcome. Anybody else gonna stay here in the administration room with us?
Reading makes me sleepy.
Fair enough. All right, you lot can go forth if you wish. Just gonna be in here reading.
Okay.
As you click, the door opens up slowly. And now you guys can venture forth if you want, while I deal with Riker. Riker,
Yep.
what are you looking for?
I think it's pretty obvious. I want to see what's here on Mr. Moorhan.
Okay. You're a pretty smart guy. Give me an investigation check.
Sure thing. I'm going to flash a genius stat, make it a 19.
Okay. You looking through all of the books, you think about a couple different dates. The date you were born, date your father was born. You realize that it's not in alphabetical order. There's a different sorting system here, and you haven't quite figured it out yet. The 20 was the threshold for that. But you do stumble upon a book. Very, very small. It's almost more of a folder than anything. And that's what draws your eyes to it. It's nestled up against the book about the Alliance. And as you pull out this folder, because it's different, you open it up and you
Of course
begin
I'm
to
opening
read.
it up. Yeah. Yeah.
This talks about a situation. Hold on one second. I need to open up the map for just a moment for myself. Sorry, one second. Okay. A little while ago, I don't have the exact date memorized, but it's all listed in there.
Yeah.
There was an event that happened in Hulltail. A young man had led a rebellion against House of Lance. And
Go on.
that's not the fascinating part. Underneath of this tale, you see some history. See, there was a younger Alance, at least he was young when he was visiting. Delman was visiting in this particular estate. And there was a woman named Carolyn. A child was born, a bastard son to House of Lance. And there was a murder that was being investigated by an up-and-coming Purple Dragon Knight, Edwin Morahan. You know your father as a very, very righteous figure. Very strict, very by the rules. What you're seeing now is the only chink in the armor that you have ever seen. Your family is wealthy. Your father never really talks about his upbringing, but he wasn't always wealthy. For an extremely large sum of money, he did not disclose where Carolyn went, what happened to her. But the Crown spies, they noted it. And it was kept here.
And where is she?
Carolyn?
Yeah.
They don't know where the corpse is, but they do know that she is dead. After the son was born, she wanted to be a part of their life. But as Rin has told you about her sister, or half-sister, I suppose, with Larissa, the Alances, they don't keep on with the mothers of their bastard children. They're rid of them.
Oh.
And so you find information that your father covered up the murder. Let me just double check.
Don't mind me just having a mild panic attack over here.
That's okay. It hasn't happened in character yet.
Charlie, what was your brother's name?
I never knew.
Yeah. Do you have any more information that you would want to glean from that that folder?
Dude, I want literally all the tea.
Okay. I'll say that that's the important bits for right now.
Okay.
Should we find the need to revisit that particular folder, I will definitely. I'll make sure that I give you more details. But
Okay.
I only had that much cooked up in my noggin for you to find after you said that you were looking for something from Edwin.
Okay. There's one with House of Lance right next to it though too, right?
That is correct. Do you pick up that one as well?
Oh, of course I'm picking up that one.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to that one here in just a moment.
Okay.
The rest of you venturing forth unawares of the juicy bits that Riker had just uncovered.
It's all dumb nobility stuff. Doesn't apply to me. Let's move on.
All right, now this map looks familiar in my memory, I feel like. And particular rooms that we need to make sure that they don't go into.
Yes.
John, can I put my token in the room just to see what's going on?
Yeah.
Riker's not there.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I can't see anything. Thank you.
Yeah. You would know that the door on the left leads to an elevator that leads further down into different vaults that she told you to steer away from, that there was nothing really of importance for you down there. And that to the right you would find the transcribing room, I think that's what I called it. Where the scrolls are written. In front of you, you see two tall dwarven statues holding swords that are pointing opposite directions. You also see directly in front of you a large, basically 3D map of the universe that you're currently in, with the planets of the solar system. I guess not the universe, the solar system. Okay. I'm sorry, not the universe. Too broad.
Whoa.
No, the specific solar
John,
system within this. Yes,
John, is Planet Hollywood there?
You do find Planet Hollywood.
And suburbia.
Also suburbia. Black wanders in and begins kind of looking around at the lights again. You guys would remember from the Queen's conversation that she had made mention that the swords would help guide your path.
I think we should be on this side of the room as I step over here.
Black turns around. But why? There's plenty of hallway. And he's looking up and in touching the statue, kind of feeling around, trying to feel if there's any triggers.
It was kind of an ominous feeling as I put a show about looking at these giant statues.
Okay. But there's doors on the left-hand side of the room. How are we going to go over there if we have to stay on the right-hand side?
You were talking about traps and everything else.
At the very end, by the very end, I mean right here, where I'm pinging, not necessarily displayed on the map, but you can see a blue aura, almost like a curtain, extending from top to bottom. Black steps forward.
Map is huge, so my CPU is struggling to move it. So can you ping again?
No. Sorry. Up
Okay.
here.
Thanks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my roll 20 is struggling.
Oh no.
That's the same issue that I was having with Andrew's
like last
map.
week. Yeah.
But after I did a reboot, it was fine. I don't know why it was such a struggle. But yeah, I feel like this map is like a quarter of the size of Andrew's map. But maybe it's the resolution or something that makes it bigger.
Oh, I refreshed my page. Let's see if that helps.
But Black walks forward, and you can see a massive vault door just beyond the blue haze in the distance. And he turns around. I think that's where we're after. It's behind the vault there.
So too. Do we see the script on the ground?
You do. As you step down the stairs, you see the script on the ground. And Black turns to you. I think this is trapped, Will. I don't think we're going to be able to go forward until we figure out how to get across.
Looking at the script, what language does it appear to be? A language that I would understand?
What languages do you know?
Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
No.
Shit. I look
What
at
about Goblin, Primordial, or Sylvan?
Is there anybody that knows Dwarven?
I do.
Do you really know Dwarven?
Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish,
Oh,
Goblin,
I didn't hear your
Primordial, and
Dwarvish.
Sylvan.
Okay.
I didn't say it. I said the bottom half. I just didn't read the top half because I didn't think of common language. Rangers know a lot of languages for some reason. I don't know. I didn't.
Makes sense.
This appears to
Traveling about.
be just a standard Dwarven alphabet. However,
That's Dwarvish.
it doesn't read anything. There's no words that you can see written on the ground that could potentially hint at your path forward.
What about the letters for sword?
Interesting. Given that you're aware of the language, looking at the ground, I don't know Dwarven. But I will say that there are the letters for sword, but they don't create a consistent path, like straight through or even like connecting. But there are the letters for sword somewhere out there that you can see.
Okay.
Do you do anything with that information? Or does anybody attempt to investigate anything else to gather more clues?
Is there any other dwarvish anywhere else in this room?
There are two massive dwarven statues that you
Right,
walk
but
past.
is there dwarvish on them?
If you go back and peer, you don't see any runes on the helmet or on the armor itself, but instead on the two bronze, kind of gold tinted swords that they are holding, there are runes etched on that. And
Right.
for you to
I
be
would
able
like
to
to-
see what it says, I will give you vision. Oh wait, do you guys see it? Did it pop
I
up?
see it.
I do.
I see it.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
seen it the whole time?
No,
No,
just literally popped up.
No, yeah, it just popped up.
Only one or both?
Only one.
just one.
There's two?
Yeah.
Just this one.
Yeah. Just the upwards.
Interesting. Okay. That looks like.
I would like to follow the path. Do you want
Yep.
me to draw it out?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm following. with
Well,
my
hold on.
cursor. There is
Hold on,
that's right.
because I do think that it's important. Never mind. Go ahead. Yeah, please draw it out for me. The path that you would like to. I don't know how you guys can see that. It's not.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And the path back.
It's the
Save it.
forward way. And then, yeah.
Ooh.
Can you see the other one now?
Now they're lit up.
Yes.
But yeah,
they're lit up.
now
Mhm.
it's more clear.
Okay. There we go. That's what they should have
Yeah.
looked like. They needed to be lit up. I needed to drag the light to the token layer. Okay. Alrighty.
So yeah, I'll walk back and forth and make the connection, and then write it down. Ask for a piece of parchment or something.
Okay. You're able to do so. And finding your way through. As you get to the final letter on the direction towards the vault, you see that the blue screen still persists. Who was the one that went first? And whoever went first, did the rest follow immediately after? Like, at the same time? Or did one person wait?
I feel like because I can read it, I should go first.
I would agree.
Would the rest of you wait until they got all the way across, or would you traverse directly behind?
I'd probably wait till somebody got across.
Yeah, Rain would be cautious.
Okay.
I'll go right behind her as a, don't want to leave her by herself if something bad goes wrong. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Rin will give a bardic before she crosses, just in case.
Okay. As you get to the last letter on your way over, moving your token there, the blue energy wall directly in front of you still. Do you step through it? Or does it give you pause? Is there anything else you would like to do?
Gonna pause and look at it a little bit.
You can hear
But then-
a faint hum of static electricity.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on a step. This is the right path. This should work.
As
Breath, step in.
your foot steps through, you feel a tingling sensation, and as you look down at your boot and your leg as it's going through, you can see small tiny arcs tickling their way up your leg. There's no pain, just a tingling sensation. And as Jack, as you're standing directly behind her, you can see that same electrical energy ripple across her entire body, encasing her as she steps through. Now, Arsis, when you're on the other side of that wall, that feeling dissipates, but that wall still remains.
Right. I have a ton of magic items. I'd like to check them to see if they've been turned off.
How do you
So,
intend
the
to
first
do
thing-
that?
The first thing that would be my Iron Stone of Insight that's floating above my head. Would it fall?
That is a very good question. I forgot that it was lingering up there. Yes. As you step through, it clatters to the ground. It doesn't break,
That's
but it definitely
No.
falls.
Guys, I think it's an anti-magic barrier. Pick up my Iron Stone and put it in my pocket for now.
Mechanically, this is no spells can be cast, no magic items work beyond this point.
I'm seeing this and hearing the response. I'm gonna, purely as a test, because technically this is neither, but also definitely is magic. I'm gonna, but before I walk through the barrier, I'm gonna summon my sword, and then I will, while holding it, continue on the path, walk through the barrier, and see if it dissipates or not.
The sword itself, I will say, does not dissipate. Any latent magical energy that the sword might have possessed is dormant, and you will absolutely lose your ability to summon or dismiss the blade in this time. In this moment, it is
Okay.
just an ordinary blade.
Okay. So I don't get any of my warlocky bonuses. It's all strength based, not charisma based. It's just a sword. Okay, cool. I just wanted to know. That's fine. I will kind of
Use
hold
the
on to
connection
it.
with your evil sword.
Yeah, I kind of look at it, and then I look at it a second longer and go, yeah, no magic at all. It's still here. I gotta carry it now. I never have to carry this thing.
Is it heavy
That's
for
so
you?
Annoying.
I don't even have a
Not-
scabbard to put it in. I just,
It's not that it's heavy for me. It's that my strength is not as high as my charisma. So as a Hexblade Warlock, it's not bad. It's just not great.
Tuck it into your belt. That's what I do. Right? So no magic on this side of the things. That means everything over here should be mundane.
Well,
Well, no matter for us on this side doesn't mean it's, it's their rules now.
I'm gonna start
Okay.
investigating this stuff while everyone works their way over if they want to.
Okay. On the left-hand side, you do see a smaller vault door that appears to be much more
Oh my.
intricate than the wooden doors that you saw before. On the right-hand side, there is no door, but just purely iron bars that prevent you going any further. But you see, in Sammy, as you get a little bit closer, you can see a large, and I'll move you up here too, Riker, so you can see if you wish.
is this the relic room?
Thank you.
That is the relic room. And what you can see is that the skull that is displayed here is the skull of Thauglor. And in Cormyrian history, this is an ancient dragon that terrorized the lands. In fact, in the most recent war, Queen Raedra had slain Thalglor Reborn in the war against the Netherese. But this skull is that of an ancient dragon here.
Ardu's just gonna fly over the puzzle.
Really?
Okay.
You sure? Okay.
You sure about
Late.
that?
Too late.
Give me 1 second.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oops.
Now, you might think, well, this is just lightning damage, but he's a lightning dragon right now, so he should be. Is he resistant or immune normally?
Resistant.
Resistant. This particular situation bypasses resistances.
Oh, damaged immunities. Summon the Drake, choose a damage type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. The chosen type determines the Drake's damage immunity and damage that it
Immunity.
infuses Drake trait. So he's immune. Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't take the damage. However,
Okay.
he is still knocked back to the beginning.
Okay.
Which mechanically it doesn't really matter because he can just follow the path and end up there. But it was just
It's good to know that.
yeah.
great
It's a nice
experiment.
test.
Yeah, no, we have to walk it every time.
Should you guys have attempted to hover or fly or jump across if you want to do, that was in place. But yes,
Yeah, that-
Ardu can make their way across. Now, as Black gets across, he says, I didn't account for this. Had another device that I thought we would be able to open this vault with, but well, we're gonna have to resort to plan B. Alright, things might get loud here if, unless you guys got any better ideas. I can't crack this safe.
What was plan A?
We had paid some...
Magical?
Yeah. And he pulls out what now appears as like this clockwork creature lay like limp in his hand. He pulls it out and it's small, a little bit bigger than the size of a spider. We paid to have this thing made, and it was supposed to be able to open pretty much any vault. How it works, I don't know, but they demonstrated it, and it worked, so we were going to give it a shot. But just in case, and he opens up a bag of holding and produces
Wait,
a
would the back
large...
holding not work?
Fuck.
You can't keep poking holes in the deep. Just let. just
I
let him
didn't
have
think
it.
about that.
It's a magic item.
What did you say?
I said fuck.
Oh no, the bag of holding. Oh shit, yeah.
Actually.
Actually, the bag of holding is a magic item.
Yeah, that's a very good point. The clockwork piece that he pulled out, we'll say, didn't come from the bag of holding, but as he opens up the bag, and he looks down and he reaches. It's just
Like
a
it would just be
satchel.
an empty
And
bag.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a satchel and it's just empty. What the hell? Hold on a second.
No magic. Leave, bring it back.
Walks back, opens it back up, and you can see the relief wash across
that
his
way.
face.
Turn left, not right.
Oh, guiding him, yeah, to make sure. Yeah, in a frantic spot, he's about ready to step as he's looking down in his bag, checking things.
Kind of like grab his shoulders and like steer him towards the correct.
Not the same
safe
path.
route.
Yeah, moving him over one line to be on the correct path. He eventually, you can see the relief
Okay,
wash across
just
his
go do a
face.
lap. Go do a
Yeah.
lap. Come back.
Pulls out the dynamite and comes back. And this is a hefty amount, to the point to where it brings concern of how far back you're gonna have to move in order to not be caught in the blast radius of this amount.
Okay, so while he's walking back, I want to take a moment to look at the safe,
Mhm.
see if there's anything that, or this vault door, anything that I can do. Like, I'm looking at the wheel over here. Like, is it a number dial?
It doesn't appear to be a number dial, but there are notches that align, and there are several turnable, almost mast-like handles, or not mast. Fucking what's the steering thing that on a ship? You know what I'm talking about? What do they call it?
A helm.
Yeah, the helm. Like
Steering wheel?
whatever the wheel
Yeah.
is, the giant
Yeah.
thing, big like
Just call
that.
it the wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
So I'm looking them over, like,
mhm.
okay, no numbers, no letters, just notches, right?
Just notches. Yeah.
First thing I want to do is make sure that there's no like physical trap on the wheels. I'm kind of feeling around on that, and then
Okay, give me a perception or an investigation, depending on how you're trying to search.
John,
Yeah.
how long are we gonna go for?
Oh Jesus, it's 9:30. Oh.
We had a late break, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stop right now.
no. All right, I'm just gonna give that perception check right quick.
Remember what that's for in 2 weeks.
No,
totally
I'm gonna tell you right now. Oh, I didn't know it was closing time.
It's okay.
How it caught up on
Okay,
us.
well, that's why I asked how long we were gonna go.
No, I
instead of,
appreciate
"Are
it. No,
we
this is
done
this
right
is a
now?"
good
Yeah.
this is a good stopping point. But as you look around, you don't find any direct traps on the vault door itself, but you do sense that somehow the vault door, the golden platform in the center, and the dragon heads that are facing the platform are all connected. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.